Hey y'all, it's Tiffany here from Carvalho Crochets. OMGee Pant tutorial is in full effect. Make sure you grab your yarn and your hook and let's get started on making these dope ass pants.
Burn him now.
Pause here to collect your measurements. Hello everyone, this is part 2 of our YouTube tutorial, and yes, I missed nail fell off, but I'm getting it fixed tomorrow. I wanted to show you what we're doing, what the end product will look like for the end of this video, and I'll probably continue to do that moving forward just so that you can see where we're headed. So at the end of this video, you will have a full leg, well, not a full leg, but you'll have your leg and the bell bottom done. Now, throughout this video, you will get some really weird numbers for measurements. So I want to clarify this for the beginning so that the steps are the same, but the measurements will change a little bit. As I said, my client is 18 inches in her thigh measurement, but she would like these pants to be form-fitted. Because she wants her pants to be form-fitted, I am not going to measure the 17 inches like I said. Instead, we're going for a different measurement. So, once more, the width of my panel is 7 inches. So, can prove that right here. Boom, 7 inches from granny square stitch to granny square stitch is 7. See that right here? 7 inches. To make the second part, to make the parts of the leg that come together, I did 4 inches. Here we go. This is 4 inches long on both sides. So 4 inches. See that there? And then on the other side is also 4 inches. There. The joining, so 4 and 4 is 8 plus 7 is 15. So I went to 15 inches, but then I gave 1 inch space for the joining. So you can always count 1 inch for joining, and then whatever your inches is here, you want to go, because so that total is 4 is 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So we are going to 16 inches, which is 2 inches short of 18 inches. But because our granny square gives a very good amount of stretch and will continue to stretch as they continue to wear it, it's great to go about 2 inches shorter. Okay? 2 inches shorter from whatever your measurement is. We did from here go down. One thing, I will show you how to do this a little bit later. This is a granny square 2 together. What I said in my tutorial, which you'll see later, is I put 3 granny square stitch here and a granny square stitch here. That is incorrect. I do a granny square stitch 2 together. And I will show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that before this video is over. So that I'll record a quick video so that I can show you how to do that. And then you'll be able to apply that practice once you're going around and you get to that chain 3 in the corner. You're going to do a granny square stitch 2 together. And you'll do that in each corner. You'll see I did it here as well. Here it is. I did it here as well. Okay. So, like I said, the stitch goes, so we go from here down, and this is where the next part of this video will stop at before I keep recording. We went down about 8 inches. See that right here? 8 inches. We went down about 8 inches, and that turned out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 rows in sage green. All right, everyone, we're here for part 2. Welcome back. You have completed both thigh panels, and you have also completed the front and back panels. We're going to put these away until part 3. Right now, we are going to we are going to use these panels to make the leg. So we're going to go from the top of your thigh all the way down to the bell bottom curve at the bottom. So, and we're going to be using, a new friend has entered the chat. This is our sage green, which is going to be the primary solid color to for this pattern. For these pair of pants for my client. Now, let's start with making the thigh. So this lengthwise will be where we're crocheting, but we're going to grow out. We're about to grow out, and we're starting in the top right-hand corner. Left, this is my left. So top left-hand corner of your pants. I'm gonna put this one away because whatever I do to this one, I'm gonna repeat to this one, okay? All right, I keep forgetting to zoom out a little bit. There we go. All right. Oh, and my nails are done. Shout out to Nail Bed and Bar in DC. They did a great job. All right, let's get started. So you make a slip knot. I'm trying to work and see if this work through my phone, which is kind of hard. Boom. Okay. All right. Chain 3. Great. Skip. We're not doing anything else in this cluster. Start making granny square clusters across. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 granny square cluster, and then you keep going all the way across. Always weave around, crochet around your tails. So when it's time to weave the ends, you've already done the first step. So 1, 2, 3. Go all the way down to the end. 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to get this in the right space. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there we go. That's so much better. Right in the middle square. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then 1 double crochet in the corner. Chain 3, turn your work, and we're going to do a cluster in this space. So 1, 2, 3. And then continue on all the way down to the end. Okay, we're getting to the end. Okay, so 3 double crochets or a granny square cluster in your space, and then 1 double crochet in the top, like so, like that. Chain 3. All right, we have just added about 1.5 inches So you're going to keep going up until you get 5 inches or whatever your dimension is. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, I've done 9 rows. And so just to close this out, 1, 2, 3. You are going to go into the top of the chain, double crochet, chain 2, and cut off your work, like so, like that. And here we go. Give yourself a long tail for this, so when you're weaving in your ends, you're prepared. Okay, so you can go either side. It really doesn't matter which side you do. Insert your hook into the top of the stitch. Flip this over because you're gonna crochet into that. Put your slip knot on your hook. Chain 1, 2, 3. Take the other side, insert your hook, and pull through like that. Now you're going to double crochet into the next stitch like that. Insert your hook into the next stitch and pull it through. Yep, there we go. Again, double crochet into the next stitch. Gotta make sure it's tight. Double crochet into the next stitch. Insert into the next stitch and pull through. So now we're creating this double crochet that's looped around the other side, and that's gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna stop talking and give you a chance just to study what I'm doing so you can follow along. Insert your hook. It also will, let me just show you this too. It also will line up. So once you finish one cluster, you're moving on to the next cluster. Oh, I'm still too close. Hold on. There we go. You probably guys need it closer. Let's go back to 1. All right, so double crochet. Go into the next stitch and pull up your loop. Double crochet into the next stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch and pull it through. And then keep going all the way up. This is I love joining in this way, especially when you need to make something a certain number of inches and you come kind of short. This is a great trick to do. This is a great trick to do to give you the inches that you need. It looks very polished and well, like, done. And you know, this is going to be at the inner thigh, so it's okay that it's not a granny square or a single crochet to join. You didn't really need that in this round. Oh, y'all getting all my secrets with this one. right, keep going, and then when I come back, I will be at the top of this row. I'm actually already almost there. But yep, keep going until you get to the top. All right, we're in the last 2 stitches. So double crochet in the next stitch. Oh, nope, I did it in the wrong spot. Here we go, double crochet. And then double crochet around the chain 3 and into the last stitch. Chain 2. Oh, now it's time. Oh, we're not gonna cut it off yet. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3. And now turn so that it's facing you, and you're gonna start crocheting in the round. Because now that we have the width of, it, we're going to start to build down. So we just chain 3, and we're going to turn our work so that we're going away from where we joined at, and we're going to do 3 granny square chains wherever we have that one space. We're going to skip over that chain through the where there's 4 granny. There's a chain 3 and a granny square cluster. We're going to skip over that and just double crochet 3 around 2, 3. We're working down the leg right now, so keep going. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2. This angle is kind of bad. There we go. There we go. 2, 3. Yep, I need it to go up some more. There we go, like that. Yep, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. I cut the audio here because this is where you're going to put the 2 together granny square stitch. I'm going to narrate to you what to do, and then you can also look at the video I have linked below. So you're going to put a double crochet in the chain 3. You're going to start a double crochet in the chain 3, but you're only going to pull up through 2 loops. Then you're going to yarn over into the chain 2 spot next to it. Yarn over, insert your hook, only pull through 2 loops. You'll have a total of 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And then you're going to do another double crochet in the chain 2 spot. You have just completed a granny square stitch 2 together. Now that we're working on where our rectangle is, you're going to go into those spaces as you normally would, and then I'll keep telling you what to do. 1, 2, 3. So again, double crochet around the chain 2 space, double crochet 2 together around the chain 2 space in the chain 3 space, and then another double crochet around the chain 3 space. So you're doing a granny square stitch 2 together. And now to go back around, you're going to 3 double crochet in each of these pieces, in each of these spaces, excuse me. Okay. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top. That's not right. Slip stitch into the top, not of the chain 3, the top of the first stitch. Chain 3 and turn your work. Now we're working back in the opposite direction. So you just chain 3, place 2 double crochets into the space, and then in every space going all the way around. Okay, now we're coming up onto the spot where we put a double crochet into the chain 3 space and the corner. Here it is. So this is the corner, this is the chain 3 space. You're just going to go in between those 2 spaces and make a cluster. Okay, and then keep going around. Getting to the end of the row. And then again, now this time and moving forward, you'll put your slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. Perfect. Chain 3. And now, as you can see, we have a, oh, sorry guys. Now, as you can see, we have a thigh. Like I said, the stitch goes, so we go from here down, and this is where the next part of this video will stop at before I keep recording. This is the best space to adjust your measurements. So if you are shorter than, if your inseam is shorter than 32 inches, you're going to want to do less rows for this. If you are taller than 32 inches for your inseam, you're going to want to do more rows. This sage green section is going to be the best space for you to adjust for your leg measurements. Our bell bottoms are going to be about, the bell bottom section or the colorful section is going to be about 10 inches. And so you're going to want to make the length as short or long as you need in this space specifically. Here, 8 inches, we went down about 8 inches, and that turned out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 rows in sage green. Here is my second leg panel because I wanted to get to the same spot for both. We are about to jump in for the next part of this video to make our bell bottom and bottom sleeve, or sleeve, not sleeve, leg. So we're going to do the bottom, and then we'll do the end of how we want it to, because this will make it like this just gives a really good finishing at the end if you end it like this. So yeah, this is what we're about to do now. Let's jump in. Okay, here we go. Make a slip knot. I will be getting my finger done tomorrow. Can't win for losing. All right. Now we're going to work on our bell bottom. We're going to do 5 rows of granny square stitches with no increase. So let's go. 5 rows of granny squares with no increase. So we're going to chain 3. And then 2 more. That counts as our first double crochet. Trying to find my tail. Here it is. And then 2 double crochets in this stitch, like that. Another granny square cluster. 1, 2, 3. Another one. All the way around. Okay, in the last stitch, in the last space, 3 double crochets or a granny square cluster, and then slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, like that. Chain 3, turn your work, and then continue on. This is our second row. We're going to continue this on for 3 more rows, or a total of 5 rows, and then we'll come back together when that part is done. Feel free to pause here. All right, so according to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase, 7, 8, 9 increase, 10, 11, 12 is the next row to increase, and then you'll do 13 straight across, and then 14 will be in our new color. So I'm going to come back once we get to 13. So do your increase for row 12. Let's start over. We just did row 9. you're going to do row 10, row 11, and row 12. Row 12 is your increase row, and row 13 in this multicolor. And then you're going to come back with me to do the sage green together, or come back with me to do the sage green together. So go to row, we're at 9, go to 10, 11, 12, 13. Go to row 13, make sure you increase in row 12. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we are approaching the last stitch of the 5th row. So 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, chain 3. All right, so now for the 6th row, we are going to increase in every 4th stitch. Increase in every 4th stitch, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is considered stitch 1, no increase. Stitch 2, no increase. Stitch 3, no increase. Stitch 4, increase. So 3, a granny square cluster, like that. Chain 1, another granny square cluster in the same stitch. Okay, that is what our increase looks like. I'll show you one more time. So 1, no increase. 2, no increase. 3, no increase. And the 4th one, we're going to increase. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, again, 1, 2, 3. It's granny square increase. Might as well keep going since we're almost finished. So 1, no increase. 2, no increase. 3, one, 2, 3, no increase. And then in the 4th stitch, we have our increase. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, again, 1, 2, 3. You may have 1 or 2 or whatever stitches left. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you increased in every 4th stitch, it is a-okay if it does not come out even. Chain 3. And then we're going to do 2 rows. So this is row 6, 7, 8, 2 rows of no increase. And then we'll increase again in row 9. So do 2 more rows, pause this video, do 2 more rows, and then we'll do row 9 is increase in every 4th stitch, and row 12 is increase in every 4th stitch. So one more time, row 6, 9, and 12 is when you will increase in every 4th stitch. I should probably show you what to do when you get here. So wait a minute, let me keep going. So you chain 3, turn your work, do 2 more double crochets into this stitch with your chain 3. So that's 1 granny square cluster. You're going to do a granny square cluster before the increase, like that, in between the increase and that chain 1 space, like that, and then 1 more after the increase, like that. Okay, then continue through each stitch, each space between the granny square cluster. Okay, one more time before the increase, between the increase and the chain one space, and then after. Ooh, and then after. Before, in between, after. Okay? And then continue around. This is round 7. You'll do round 8 with no increases, and round 9 you'll increase in every 4th stitch. But I can come back and show you how to do that for row 9. Okay? All right, I just slip stitched into the top of the chain 3 for round 8 and chain 3 to start round 9. Now round 9 is where, row 9 or round 9, however you want to call it, is where we start our, is where we start our increase again, and it's in every 4th stitch like we did for the 6th round. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, 1. That's 3 stitches. In the 4th stitch, we're going to increase 3 double crochets or 1 granny square cluster, chain 1, 3 double crochets. 3 more. 1, 2. Increases in this round, this row, this stitch. Okay, we got 3. And then in the last stitch is actually our 4th stitch for me, but it might not be for you. That's okay if it's not. Just continue with the pattern. But for me, because it is my 4th stitch, I am going to put my increase. Otherwise, it would have just been a regular granny square cluster. So as long as you're following the pattern, your pants will come out the way that they are supposed to. All right, so 1 second. We just did row 9. You're going to do row 10, row 11, and row 12. Row 12 is your increase row, and row 13 in this multicolor. And then you're going to come back with me to do the sage green together, or come back with me to do the sage green together. So go to row, we're at 9, go to 10, 11, 12, 13. Go to row 13, make sure you increase in row 12. All right, we'll be right back. So, pulling out our sage green. I make a cake for everything at this point. Make a slip knot. Make a chain 3 where we fastened off. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet around, or double crochet around, two double crochets around this space. Okay. And then continue around. One double crochet, one granny square cluster in each section, all the way around. And our leg is a lot wider than it was when we started, so it takes a little bit longer to do. But you can crochet with me while we do this round together. Okay. Slip stitch into the top of the chain. And chain 2. And we're going to fasten off here and grab our variegated yarn. Ooh. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop and grab scissors, but once we grab our variegated yarn, we're going to do 1 round of half double crochets in each stitch. I'll be back to show you that. All right. These are not the scissors I wanted, but all right, let's keep going. Okay. And we can cut this kind of super long and unnecessary. Use that for later. Okay. Center pull. Where's my center pull? Here it is. All right. Like I said, make a slip knot. Insert your hook where you slip stitched. Like that. Chain, pull up a loop, chain 2. Pull tight on your tail. All right, now we're gonna half double crochet in that same stitch, that same slip stitch. And each stitch, as you notice, I am going around my tail. This is my favorite way to weave in your ends. So you can just cut this off once you get a few stitches past where you started. So as you can see right now, I am half double crocheting in each stitch, and in a second, out of the way, I'm going to go a little faster. The screen piece back so that I can crochet around that as well. So again, another form of weaving your ends in. Once all of that is done, slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. There you go, chain 2, and cut your work. So variegated yarn is done for the pant leg, and now we're going to do our sage green. Same thing, half double crochet in each stitch. I'm not going to do this one all the way around, just showing you how to start. So insert your hook where you slip stitched, chain 2. Chain 2. All right. Close this off. Half double crochet in that same stitch. Make sure you are half double crocheting around the chain. So go make sure you're going around that tail. See, it's hiding. Make sure you go around the tail so when it's time to clean up our ends, we're just cutting what we've already been weaving in. It's gonna be great. Great. Then keep going all the way around, half double crochets. You're gonna slip stitch in the top of the stitch that you started with. I can show you right here. You're gonna slip stitch right into this space right here. And yeah, then you'll be done. Part 2. Ding. All right, while I'm working on this, I'll say my closing remarks. Thank you all for watching and following part 2. Make sure that you subscribe my YouTube channel. Please put in the comments if you have any questions to make sure that you are getting your desired fit. As I said before, with making these pants, I want my customer and client wants more of a fitted version, which is why I am not meeting the measurements exactly. Yarn stretches, and so I am giving an inch or two. I'm deducting an inch or two from my final measurements to ensure that she will have that fitted look that she wants. These are bell-bottom bottoms. And so if for any reason, not for any reason, if you do not want to have bell-bottom bottoms, you want to have a straight bottom, you would just crochet down your leg with no increases. And that would be the way that you could do it without increasing if you did not want the bell-bottom look. The pants that I am creating this pattern from have a bell-bottom look. He sewed them together, but this is how you can create a bell-bottom look without any needle and thread with just your hook and some yarn. We are going to when we come back to part 3, I will show you how to put the front and back panel together, and then I will show you how to work your way up from leg to front and back column, and then which is like the 5 inches at the top that we talked about in the beginning, and then showing you how to do the ribbing, the belt loop at the top. So yeah, we are, honey, we're almost at the end of this thing, and I'm really happy for us to almost be there. Let me pull this out so I can crochet around it. Always weaving in my ends as I can. Thank you again for watching. This is Tiffany from Carvalho Crochets. These, I'm not supposed to go in that stitch. I'm gonna do it anyway. These are the OMGeee pants from my page, Carvalho Crochets. If you like crochet and you would like for me to make you these, you can always hit me up via DM. Or if you are a crocheter and you need help, please also hit me up via DM, or you can write a comment below. So we have 2 legs. Leg 1 and, and leg 2. Both legs are done. Super excited about the way this looks. They are just the closest thing, if not exactly identical, because I did the exact same thing both times. Look at that. When does your pant leg ever look the same exactly? Gotta have a pattern. All right, so like I said, next time when we come back, we're gonna grow up 5 inches and then make these front and back panels the butt, and we need to show you how to actually make them pants. So how to do that crotch part, the chain part in the center. This is going to be great. I'm so excited. I will be back with part 3. If you start your dimensions at 5 inches like this, and then you work your way down, these pants are a total of almost 34 inches long, which is how long she wants her pant legs to be 35 inches long. So, or 34 inches long. And so that's because that's how tall my client is. But if you or your client is a little bit shorter, you always just do less rows here. Do not do less rows here. Please keep your bell bottom the same. If you're going to do the bell bottom with all 14 rows, make this space shorter. This space was, let me see, I think I said it before. This space was 8 inches, so you would do 5 if you needed to, like you would decrease this space if you needed to make your inches shorter, your leg shorter. But that's up to you. That's up to you and your leg length. All right, friends. Again, I will record on Friday. I'll post it on Monday. Thank you so much for watching. We are almost done these pants. And they will be done they'll be done. I'll be finished them on Friday. And I can probably be able to deliver them on Saturday, which would be lovely, so that I can get my money. Tiffany from Carvalho Crochets again. Love you. Bye. Thank you for watching this tutorial of the OMGeee pants. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions. You can also hit me up in my DMs. Talk to you soon.